Hi everyone, it's Justine here from House of Mahalo. Hello, good to see you. So today we're going to be doing some more pages in my Tim Holtz ring-bound journal, and we're going to have some envelope pages. So I've just picked out two A5 envelopes, one with a window, one without, because they seem to be the perfect size for my journal. And there's sorry about that, dogs barking left, right and centre today. Yeah, so they're a good size for my journal, whilst still being ample for, in this case I'm going to have it as a top loader, and that's going to be a nice big huge journal card with plenty of space with which to have stuff on the actual page. And then this one, I mean, we couldn't not have a window envelope, could we? And again, this is just a perfect size, and we can obviously yeah, decorate it up cool. So I'm thinking I'm going to do some collaging on these because I think that would look really cool. So I think we'll take it an envelope at a time. So I want to collage on this one both sides, and actually I think I'm going to collage both sides of each envelope, to be honest. Make them nice and strong, but also yeah, just yeah, it would it would make them nice and strong and look interesting, I think, for the Tim Holtz. So I need my tear ruler, which is hiding from me, and aside from that I've just basically got a whole bunch of neutral digitals, both scraps and full sheets, that I thought would go. And I've also raided my scrap bin for like music sheets, tear off papers, book pages and that kind of thing. So I think we'll just have a nice mix of them all really. But I'm going neutral because that will mean that whatever I have on it, it will just work. That's what I'm thinking. So let's just get to it. So I'm using my glue stick for this, because I imagine I'll probably stitch around this, but my glue stick seems to work perfectly fine for a bit of collage. You know, it's just paper to paper after all. And I have got my glue book over here to my right. I know you can't see it, but it's just because, yeah, otherwise I have no room with which to do anything. So there we go. So what I'm going to do as well is I'm going to make my papers go over the side onto the page behind. There's a tip I saw from Joey DeFee, and it seemed to make her envelopes stronger, especially if they were like torn and a bit raggedy. So I think I'm going to do that as well. Take a leaf out of her book and see how that goes. So I've got some digitals from various people: Tracy Fox, Collage Type, Liana Scrap and Weathered Textures, I think. So yeah, we've got plenty to play with. And I'm trying to keep the pieces relatively big, you know, relatively, so that we don't have lots of little bits that might come up and everything. And I'm not inking anything yet. I will do that after. And this is obviously just the first layer. I'm hoping we'll get both envelopes done in one video. What we might need to do is do a two-parter. So I might end up doing the collaging on these envelopes, like the first layer, in one video, and then I might put up a second part later in the day, which will be the like adding the finishing touches and then using the envelopes in a way. I think, yeah, just with how much gluing is involved. But I thought I would film the whole thing because it might prove useful to some of you, hopefully. Now I've got this music sheet cover which I want to use in some way, but I want to take off any like really ratty parts because they'll just be quite difficult to glue. So the great thing about the Tim Holtz is we can be quite eclectic with it, which is proving really, really fun actually. I didn't think I was very good at eclectic or, you know, unusual and whatnot. I'm weird in my normal life, real life, but in terms of crafting life, I thought I was too neat and everything about it. But I've been really enjoying working with the Tim Holtz and just having a bit of fun with it, which is half the point. So as I say, yeah, I'm just coming over my edges where possible, and then I'll trim up everything after. So I'm hoping be able to. I do want to stay neutral, but I do want to bring in a little bit of colour potentially in places. A little bit of blue is what I'm thinking, because these envelopes are for the larger journal, which does have a bit of blue in it. But yeah, it's almost like making a masterboard on the paper straight away, which is kind of fun. And we get to tear bits of paper as well in the process, which is never a bad thing. Put that up there. And I'm kind of just making it up as I go along, because at the end of the day these are almost like my backgrounds for the pages. You know, when we actually come to do something with them. It will just be, yeah, it's just the background. Now I'm going to fold that over. I don't know if I'll keep that on there, but I'll just fold it over for now. And I'm not going over the edge here, because that's where I'm going to have the card thingies that I've been using. This. So you're not going to see that anyway. So that side doesn't need strengthening or anything like that. Let's just use a bit of this. I think if we just tear this bit out. There we go. So yeah, I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're enjoying the series so far. I am filming them in advance, so you might have been telling me already that you've been enjoying them. I don't know at this point, but I've been really having a lot of fun with these pages. Lots and lots of fun with them. Right, what else shall we have? I've got this big piece that doesn't really, not feeling that. Let's see what we've got here. Piece of this maybe. Let's just tear a piece of that off. Yeah, that'll do there. I have to remember to actually not just use digitals and use some of these book pages and things. So I think I will get a few of those in now whilst I'm thinking about it. I'm so sorry about my squeaky chair. It's really squeaking away. Okay. I don't need to go right butt up to the edge, because obviously there's an inch there that you won't even see. But and I haven't decided what I'm having on the pages in terms of like what I'm using them for. I just want to get the collaging done first, and then from there I'll be able to like make a decision, I suppose, over what I'm gonna do with them, I guess, is what I was thinking. I wonder whether to I like it there. So yeah, this page, it's obviously going to be a top loader with a large journal card in, and then the other one, the window one, it's obviously going to have something inside, but I would like to have a pocket on the bottom of the envelope as well. That's what I'm thinking. I've got some of this, but it doesn't really go colours wise. What about this piece? I've got some kind of magazine article here, which I don't want all straight edges, so I'm not using my ruler for everything. Just want to have a piece of this, I think. Oh, my glue's gone a bit funny. We're in the premise of a heat wave at the moment. As I say, I'm filming these ahead, so if that doesn't make sense, well, it did at the time. Yeah, bit of a heat wave going on. Thinking if I put that there, and then have that go like so over the edge. So I think, oops, yeah, just glue the whole thing, and then I can wrap it around the envelope again, can't I? So yeah, I appreciate this video, well, this part especially won't be the most interesting maybe, but once we actually start working with these pages it will get interesting. But I thought, you know, I don't want to just turn up with ready collaged envelopes, you know, straight away. So I've got the most of it covered. I'm thinking I could potentially work in some washi tape. So I'm just reaching for it behind me there, because I've just got this little strip at the top. And I'm thinking I don't use my washi tapes as often as I should maybe. So I just want to tear off a bit of this. I've got this really cool ticket one, which kind of is Tim Holtzy. It's not officially Tim Holtz, but reminds me of some of his stuff. So I'm wondering, is there a way to, oops, have that there. And then I'll just cut off the excess. And then thinking I'll put in some more washi just so that it doesn't look random, you know. Just trying to keep in mind that I might have something in the middle, so I don't want to put it in, put there maybe. Okay. So we've got a couple of gaps, and I'm wondering whether we can bring in some of my, I sort of put these out as top layer pieces, you know. Maybe. Got the number. It's very Tim Holtz, isn't it? Yes, I like that. And then we just got that little space, which kind of want something going the other way, vertically maybe. But I've also got a piece of a stamp piece here. Yes, I think so. It's just the first layer after all. We can add to it. Now I am going to ink this one because it's going on the top. Sorry, I'm crafting in chaos right now. Hopefully you're not. Hopefully you're able to see what I'm doing. Yeah, I'm just going to ink this one because it's going over the top. I want it to stand out amongst everything else. But this won't be the only sort of like focal point, if that makes sense. Once I've done all the collaging, I want to go over them with, you know, stickers and things like that. But whilst we've got these gaps, might as well fill them in with fun things. And again, this one, I'll just ink this up a bit. Just trying to see, oops, where's this stamp from? Don't know, but it's got a 1D on it, and it's got a picture of the king. So it's pre-Elizabeth II times, so can't work that out in my head as to when that might be. 1940s maybe? Okay, so that's that. So as I mentioned, we're going to have this cover up the side there, so I don't need to do any more to that. That's looking quite Tim Holtz, isn't it? As I say, it's only the first layer. I do want to add more to it. So I'm just going to grab my scissors and just cut off these pieces, obviously being careful not to cut into my envelope. Oh yeah, that feels much stronger already. I'm always amazed at how just gluing bits of paper down, you've got the glue layer and the paper layer, straight away it has made that envelope feel much stronger, which is good because it means that we can use it for a pocket or something. Okay, so that's one side not done, but we've got the first layer down, as I say. So let's turn that over then, and just carry on as we've just done. And if I can use up, maybe not all these scraps, but if I can use up the bulk of them, I'll be very happy. Make a dent in my scrap box whilst we're here. Okay, right. Don't know whether to make this like a different tone from the previous page. So the previous page was, we had like red in there as well as a bit of brown and a bit of like vintage kind of colours. Oh, I've glued that on the wrong side. Oops. I might have to cover that baby's face, it's a bit creepy. Because I've got plenty of browns, like this one. Let's work this in. This is an offcut from Collaged type. Really beautiful digital, this one. I want to say it was her Cottage Rose kit, and I've used it in lots and lots of things actually. Now that's got a nice butterfly, so I kind of want that on that side. So yeah, we'll do that. There we go. So yeah, I think I will have to film this in 2 parts, looking at the time. It amazes me how long it actually takes to collage things. But you know, I'm just going to do it anyway. Sort of like half the time I say to myself, oh, you know, don't film that and what have you. And then it always surprises me that actually people enjoy the videos that I think maybe they won't enjoy as much. So it does remind me when that happens, well, don't stop making decisions for people and just film it. And if people want to watch, they want to watch. If they don't, they don't, and it doesn't matter. Like, I'm going to have to sit here today doing this anyway. And this might give you some ideas. Going to put that over there because I really don't want that creepy baby's face. Sorry, baby. Yeah, it might give you some ideas of what you can be doing, because the great thing about the ring bound journals is just like the interesting pages you can get, you know, the whole like just deciding I want to make an entire page from an envelope. It's just I don't feel like you can get that sort of. I think it's too butterfly overload. Kind of like that one though. I think I'm going to go for it, and because this is collaged already, I'm just going to stick the whole thing down, I think. Or am I? Not sure. No, I will tear it. Go. There's another butterfly there, but if we go for that, and then you'll be able to see it, won't be covered up by my, I don't really know what to call it. I want to keep calling it like a page edge or something, you know, the reinforcer cardstock. I need a name for it because I don't know what to call it. I'm hoping we'll get time to do the other envelope. Might be a little bit of a long video, but oh well. Sometimes it can't be helped. There we go. I'm liking those butterflies. Right, what else have we got? We've got this piece, which could go on, yeah. I bought a number stamp the other day in preparation for doing Tim Holtz stuff, and I think that will look really cool on these envelopes as well. So I might have a look at that as the next thing. Okay, that's that. Sort of doesn't look terribly straight. Something's off, but we can just put some washi or something. And then yeah, you're just going to see that little bit there. So I'm thinking could just use that, or maybe some music. I haven't used any music on this side, so maybe some of that. Yeah, that looks fine. There we go. As I say, you're only going to see a little piece of that. Okay, let's where are my scissors gone? Let's just cut it down so I can see what I'm working with. Okay, along here. Sorry about that. Concentration to not cut into my envelope. And just along the top here, I think I've got bits. I need to open the top for the actual pocket anyway. Okay, looking good as our first layer. So I think thinking might have that on there. It's the only trouble with collaging is I say to myself, oh, you're only doing the first layer, you just want to, you know, cover the envelopes, get them down. And then when I look at it, I just think, but it's missing the focal points, it's missing the interest, aside from these two pretty butterflies. But yeah, I just think, just pop that in. And then we'll go in with some stamping and some extra bits, stickers and whatnot. Don't know if I should put some washi on this side, because we did on the last side. Don't know. I'll leave it for now. We'll move on to getting the second layer done. For the, not second layer, get the second envelope done. So I'll just put that one over to dry. So this one, obviously we've got the window, so I just want to find something to put in the window, just to decorate that up a bit. Yeah, that looks cool. Or I've got this one. This is just a scan of some vintage ephemera that I had. There's an antique ledger. I'm thinking I might go with that one. So, the question is, can I get in there? Right, let me just cut that. So I'm going to use my Collaged just to push this in, and then that's the job done. yeah, I hope this video isn't too boring to watch. But you know, it's just one of those things. I have to do it anyway, and you know, some of you might enjoy your hanging out with me. Right, let's slip that in. Now, once again, I need like several hands, but I think we're in. Yeah, just a bit of something in the window. Obviously, we're going to have the journal card in the window, but when you take it out, I just like the idea of hiding the junk mail side. Okay, so this envelope, I want to have a pocket here, probably in the Tim Holtz scrapbook paper. So that is something to bear in mind when we're doing the collaging, that I don't need to worry about this part. And then I like this. I lost the flap of the envelope, but I just think that looks really cool. So I might use that as a feature as well. Aside from that, let's just get going. So I quite like the idea of it being not a straight window, so I am going to eat into it a little bit with collaging around it. So we'll do that bit first. As I say, I don't want straight edges, I just want a bit of interest. There we are. What else? Kind of like the idea of it being less digitals on this one and more like book page and music sheet actually. Gonna put that at the bottom. Okay, so let's have a bit of music sheet then. So just want like a strip of music, I think. Yeah, that'll do nicely. So let's just tear down here. And we've got a bit of a wonky edge, which is looking cool. It's very freeing to do collage like this, where, you know, when you're making masterboards and collaging without just pure abandon, isn't it? Just to make it up as you go and just go with what you think. Really, it's very freeing. Right. I just want something for that top corner. I'm certainly making my way through my scraps, which is good. So let's see about this. Well, that would be interesting. It's sort of like sloped down on me. Yes, maybe that. You just see a little piece of it. I don't know. Might move, just slope it down a little bit less. Don't want to eat into the window quite as much as that. How's that? Yeah, that looks cool. Yeah, let's go for that then. Well, I don't know about you, but I'm having fun. I'm really enjoying these envelopes. Right. Okay, I'm just going to fold these edges over. The strip is, the card strip is being on this side again, just because it had, there's more room than on this side. Right, we want something for down here. Yeah. Yes, I definitely think we'll only get the first layer done in this video. But as I say, I'm just going to be sitting here and doing the rest of it, so I'll just put the videos up, yeah, on the same day if possible. I might need to just cut that one off, it doesn't seem to be folding quite as nicely. Right, so I need to think about how far up we're going, because we're going to have this here, like that, so you're going to see that strip there. Okay. That's sort of the same kinds of colours, isn't it? It's got quite a white edge, so I am going to ink that one. I don't know about it being quite as, what's the word? It's got quite a straight edge on it. So let's just eat into that one a little bit. Just top and bottom, might as well. It's funny how just by changing up your papers you get a completely different look with the envelopes, or the pages, whatever it is that you're collaging. Because on the previous one we used a lot of digitals, and of course tone wise it had a different tone associated with it. This one we seem to have ventured more in the territory of using like book pages and more things like that, which is a good thing, of course, get them used up. Yeah, it's just, I don't know, I'm easily amused, but stuff like that I just find really interesting, how just the look of something can change really quite a bit. Just by changing what papers you use. I mean, all this stuff is incredibly versatile anyway, as we know. So just keeping an eye on the time, because I do think this will be a long video. I may speed parts of it up or something, I'm not sure. I'd have to see. I don't really like videos like that. They're not really my cup of tea. But I also don't want to be here for ages, so I might pause and get the other side done, or you know, yeah, have to see. So as I say, I do want a pocket. Now I just want to figure out, yeah, I don't think I need to go much further down, because obviously I don't want anything getting in the way of the pocket. Because what I was thinking is having like a torn scrapbooking pocket out of paper that goes all the way down, and then it has, you know, quite a bit of space. So yeah, I don't think I want to go further down, but I do want to just fill in this piece here, which could be with some washi, or I could, no, see, the tone isn't right, bringing in the, yeah, tone isn't right. I mean, that looks okay, doesn't it? but I don't think I want that for this side. I've got a different one. But again, you're going to lose half of it, so no, I won't. So all I want then is just probably a little bit of this music sheet. Just to get that section. Yeah. Okay, let's do that. And then we've just got this piece here, which would really benefit from a stamp. So that will be the second layer, where we add in stamps and tickets. So I'll save that for the part 2, because otherwise this video will go on very, very long. So let's just tidy this up. And I've got lots of overhangs going on. Again, just need to be careful of my window. And I said I would just cut those off, didn't I? Okay, so that's looking very cool. Okay, so that's those both done now. I've just gone over the back. As you can see, I've gone more of a just like pinky toned, blush toned, quite simple. And I've put just a little bit of paper just in there, so that finishes that off nicely. But I tried to cut around the envelope flap, and it didn't turn out as neat as I'd like, so I'm actually going to put some crochet along there, but we'll sort that in part 2, because we're obviously going to fancy these up, get the pocket on this one, and just go over them with, you know, some interesting things, and then yeah, maybe have a look at what we might put on them if possible. But I'm really liking how they're looking. We sort of have blush toned on one side and sort of the darker tones on the other side, which I do quite like. That does seem to be how the journals are coming out, so I'm quite happy with that. So I will leave it there for now. I'm so sorry if the first part was a bit rushed. I thought that I was going to do both envelopes and completely finish them in one video, and yeah, collaging does take a while because obviously you're gluing each piece down, and I kind of forget that, I think. So the pressure is off now. We're just going to take our time on the next video, part 2, which I'll put up later today. And it will just be, you know, going through and putting some stickers and some stamps and just some interesting things on so that we can, yeah, go on to use these. And as I say, I want to put a pocket on this one. So I will leave it there for now. I'll say goodbye, and I hope to see you on part 2. Bye-bye for now.